And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the run, it's Dickerson. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits and big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Back to throw on second down. He's looking on the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. You'll always remember this moment.
On first down, here comes this offense. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And more yards after contact. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Got a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, but couldn't do it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. And they swarm him under.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On second down, he'll fire. He's going to take off. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Knocked down to the tackle.
These guys aren't human beings. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking at a second and short now. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He finds his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Dickerson.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Gets it out fast. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release it.
Just destroying his way through the field. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman down here in the red zone, giving him the football? Man, I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. You can't spot that ball much closer to the end zone than that. 3rd and goal after the penalty. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. Gonna let it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to run it. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick.
Touchdown, Georgia! Then they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They give it to him again. Just buried him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
On the ground, it's Dickerson. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Clemson set up with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it, looking for the first down. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Dickerson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down from the 33. Unloads it left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
With jet sweep pass. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 20, Clemson 14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. The defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Shotgun snap on third down. Complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
Squirrel, squirrel. Green 25.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Oh, how did you make that move? They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Set. Hike.
They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
55 weak arrow.
He's looking for a man on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hurley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Makes the catch. It's Dickerson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
He'll pull it down and run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hurley. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Got it in the middle. It's Hurley. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hurley. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Got it! Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Clemson, number 35. Catch and score.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got the two-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hit, oh, it's loose. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.